She was determined to keep one. Okay, good. Good word choice. What else? Kale?
I like the sentence when it said it seemed as though the moment would never end.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Can we back up the truck for just a second to that whole paragraph? Did anyone mark that as something they liked about their paper? Grace? Had they thought about our plan? Did they find homes for both kittens? So many thoughts raced through my head. Why? I like that they use these questions. What is the author doing there when they ask those questions?
Moment.
Suspense, right? They're creating suspense because right before that, the mom stated, "We've made a decision." When you read it, that's what you said. And then all of a sudden, our author says, "Have they thought about our plan? Did they find homes for the kittens?" Thoughts were racing through my head. What a great writing technique, right? They're leaving the reader in suspense. Okay, good. What else? What else did they do well? Go.
They had a good topic.
Good topic. Okay. Anything else? Same. The title. Title? Okay. I don't get hung up on titles, but sure. That's a good title. Anything else? That's it? That's all they did well? Alright, what are some things they can work on? Oh, look at the hands. Tyler?
They could add a little bit more dialogue.
Yeah, they can add dialogue. Where would you add dialogue?
So, like, Amy suggested hiding more in the shed, and I reminded you guys and everybody said.
Okay, Amy suggested, and I remind her, that is a great place to add dialogue because we can add some more details through our dialogue. Where else can we add dialogue? Anyone?
I circled the whole paragraph that says Amy's parents have decided to give her last two of the original 5 kittens away. I just circled that whole paragraph and said dialogue.
Okay. Is there anywhere else we would add dialogue? I would add dialogue here. Amy was talking about giving up her kittens. That's what you said? Write that scene out. Right? What else? Tate?
What kind of kittens?
What kind of kittens? Yeah, that's kind of important, right? What's your picture for the kitten?
Small. That's it.
Small.
What else? What color is your kitten? In your head, when you were reading this. What color is your kitten? It was white. What color is your kitten?
White.
White?
Mine was white.
Tan, whiny,
Fluffy.
and really mean.
Tan, whitey, fluffy?
Orange.
Orange?
Oh.
Black? Anyone have a black? Gray?
Yellow.
Light refraction? How come we don't all have the same picture for this kitten?
Because they
Because
didn't
there's
tell
no
us.
way
They
of
didn't
telling.
tell us. They didn't give us any details.
about the kittens except
I need more details.
Except for the one where I said it was
I don't like that.
Except it's a female. We know it's a girl, right? But we don't all have the same picture for it. Zach.
In the third paragraph, Amy had to choose the kitten. She decided on a female kitten. It doesn't really match with the rest of the paragraph. I think it should go up with the second paragraph.
Oh, Zach, you made my teacher heart happy. You're saying that this detail does not belong in this paragraph. I love that so much. Okay? That this paragraph, it might be a good detail, but it doesn't belong here. Love that. It doesn't belong in that paragraph. This paragraph is talking about the plan, right?
The kitten shouldn't be around him with that. Amy had to choose the kitten.
I said that too.
That paragraph's about the plan, and so Zach is saying which the kitten she chose has nothing to do with that plan. Love it. Kylie. Oh my gosh, yes. We need to work on some sentence fluency. Short, choppy, so we can combine sentences and details. But, I mean, we've got, it was boring. That's an understatement, right? Amy was, she did it, she thought, I suggested, she said, she did it. Parents had, she did it. Amy suggested, Amy had, she thought, we went, we got. I hate that word. Sad face. I mean, all of her sentences, like, oh my gosh. Vary those sentences. You are boring me to death, right? work on?
I think could work on adding more details on the thing that they said and keep with the whole going.
Add more details there. I didn't hear you, Sue.
Just add more details.
Just add more details in
Everywhere,
general?
like there's never because there is too much sometimes, but there's usually a lot.
Yeah, especially like the plan. You don't really have an idea what the plan is, right? Other than they're gonna hide a cat in a closet. Katie?
They seem to use the word she a lot
Yeah.
and Amy a lot.
She and Amy. We start our sentence with she and Amy, right? What else? Tate?
This doesn't have anything to do with it, but it said Amy has to be capitalized instead.
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I saw that.
That's right. We're not gonna worry about grammar in our conference, but good catch. Cayman?
The book is kind of boring. My friend is sitting around her house.
Oh, the beginning. We need a better beginning.
Yeah.
It was boring.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's what I
said. The book, the story's boring.
Better cut.
We need a better beginning. How,
I
what would
said
be a
that.
way to start that
Me and-
story?
Me and Amy were sitting around our house when, in my mind, there was a tiny floating, light bulb floating above her head.
Love it. Where I can picture. Okay, good. I like that. Good. Jesse.
They could say, me and my friend Amy
My friend Amy and
sit-
I. Let's set there.
Okay, Amy and I were sitting around her enormous house or her colorful house.
Okay. Good. Or small house or whatever. Hi.
Katie style house.
I have a question. It says that the parents sometimes give the last 2 of the 5.
Yeah,
She
I
already
read
had
that.
2. So what happened to the other 3? If she kept
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a question.
Hey, maybe
Also, this is a little awkwardly worded.
Yeah, I didn't think that sounded right.
I put the instead.
But you have a question. You have a missing detail. Kale.
They need better transitions.
Better transition sentences like where?
Where it says her parents made the announcement.
Oh, right here. It seems like we're missing a chunk of the story, right? Good. I like that you picked up on that. We need some sort of transition, even sentence or paragraph or something. We're missing something. The story jumps. Great. Love that you picked up on that. Tyler.
Or it said like Amy's parents had to give her last 2 of the original 5 kittens away. I put the instead of her.
Okay.
Kind of makes a little more sense.
Okay. Grace.
In one of the paragraphs, it says she already has 2 kittens. She doesn't need any more. Yeah, that kind of confused me. Oh, and
That's what Right
she
here.
doesn't need any
Right
more. She doesn't need any more.
That's what we have some
Go
questions there. That doesn't make, it doesn't make sense. And it's okay to say to someone, I don't understand what you're trying to say here. Because if you don't understand, it kind of goes back to what Zach was saying about how we want to make sure our story makes sense for our reader. If your reader has questions, then something doesn't make sense.
I think it meant like she had 2 cats prior to the 5 cats being born, and then she wanted to keep another one. So
What happened to the
Or
other
the
3?
3 died.
Maybe they
She
gave them
sold them.
away.
But it said they kind of give them a clue.
We don't know, right? That's a question that we have. Katie.
I think they're called literacy devices like alliteration and
Okay, we can use some literary elements. I love that you use fancy words. All right, so we need some literary elements. Like perhaps we could use like my heart was beating as fast, like down here, right? Where I felt sad and happy. Maybe it was my heart was beating a mile a minute. Okay. So Katie says we need we could use maybe some onomatopoeia, maybe some alliteration, some similes,
Oh,
maybe.
where it says, they said that Amy already had 2 cats and that was enough. She didn't need any more. Didn't mean to do this.
Anything else? That's a lot of feedback. Did anyone feel like they were being mean?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. You did? When did you feel like you were being
Who are
mean?
you being mean to, Katie? You didn't know who it is.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But if we went into it with the attitude of, I know that I'm going to give this to my peer and I'm going to trust that they're going to give me feedback my story better, it kind of eases the pain just a little, right? Do you want to see how this was revised?
Yes.
Yes.
A little bit. A little bit.
I'm not going to erase that because I want to take a picture of it. So how exactly are we going to do this, I asked. Well, that's already a better beginning, isn't it? My friend Amy and I were sitting in the front room of our house, bored stiff. It was a hot summer day. Oh, now we have a setting. We didn't know that before, did we? It was a hot summer day, and Amy's belly aching, great word choice, about giving up her cute cuddly purring kittens had gotten her wheels turning. I don't know how, said Amy, but we have to hide at least one kitten. Amy's parents had decided to give the last 2 of the original 5 kittens away, claiming that Amy already had 2 cats, and that was enough. Amy, is determined to keep at least one. So we didn't really answer your question. I know, how about underground? I suggested playfully. No, she replied quickly, kittens would be bad. What about my shed? The shed is full of rakes, gardening shears, and shovels. Kittens and sharp objects do not mix, I shot back. Okay, she said meekly, how about my closet? Now that's an idea, I exclaimed. We immediately went to work clearing out her closet of old toys and games to make room for the litter box and food dishes. Next, we made sure that every shelf was stable, and we made a soft bed for the kitten. We even spread out Amy's clothes to muffle any sound the kitten emitted. In addition, we made a schedule to exercise and groom the kitten. We cleaned off the rust from the screen latch and oiled the window crank, making it easier to get the kitten from Amy's room to the yard without being noticed. By the following week, all that was left to do was to choose the kitten. Amy decided on a female kitten with white paws, smoky black and gray fur, and eyes like deep pools of crystal clear water.
Thank you.
Oh, we have a much better picture. We all have the same picture for that cat right now, right?
No.
It was the same day that her parents made the announcement. I was over at her house in the front room. We were plotting about our secret kitten when her parents came in. Their faces were emotionless as they sat down on the couch across from us. They added a transition paragraph for us, didn't they, Cal? Well, Amy, her mom started, we've made a decision. Had they found out about our plan? Did they find homes for both kittens already? So many thoughts raced through my head. It seemed as though the moment would never end. Her dad continued, we've decided that you may keep one more kitten. Amy and I looked at each other in wonderment. Amy was happy, sad, and frustrated all at once. Somehow she managed to smile. I felt like crying and laughing. In the last paragraph she said, sit. The bell doesn't just make sure I speak it.
Oh.
What is the difference between the first story and the second story? A lot. Like what?
Details.
Details? Dialogue. Look at all this feedback. They took, Tyler, please sit. I'm still talking. They took all of that feedback that you guys gave to them and made a better story. This is why peer conferencing is important. Off you go.